Hello guys, welcome to OBSCENTSED. My name is Silvia and I'm obsessed with scents. Guys, I have a very cool topic and the idea came to my mind this morning. I wanted to talk about perfumes that all the Disney princess would wear if they were having perfume on, okay? It was quite a challenge. There were some princesses that were really hard to, to me, like, associate them with a scent or to pick the perfect scent for them because they are quite complex as a princess. I will tell you about that. And also guys, Cinderella was the hardest princess to pick a scent for, and I hope you really agree with the scent I chose. And actually guys, for her I chose a scent combo. Let me know guys what you think about my picks. Actually, I didn't even see if there's another video on that topic online because I didn't want to influence myself. After watching this video, I will go and check out if there is something similar and what perfumes they're talking about. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy the content. It was really fun and I'm very excited to talk about that now. Okay, so let's just start. Also guys, of course I couldn't include all princesses. I tried to pick the original princesses of Disney, but I'm really excited to talk about that now. I want to talk about, yeah, the princess that was like for me the easiest to have a scent for her. Like it immediately resonated with me. I'm talking about Belle from Beauty and the Beast, guys, and the fragrance that came like into my mind like quite almost, you know, immediately was BDK's Ce Soir. I don't know if also the color is influencing that, guys, I don't know, but I think the fragrance itself is totally Belle because this is a very joyful and very playful, very happy scent, and I think that Princess Belle is quite that. Of course, she has that that ground to earth kind of vibe, especially in the new interpretation with Emma Watson. And this one is to me very like grounded, but at the same time very natural, very happy, very playful, as I said. Like the fragrance is more flirty than maybe Belle is, but I think there's a natural touch to it and a very, yeah, like grounded thing to it. And I think it's like the natural aspect I get from this. This is nothing rosy and pink, you know, and all that vibe of maybe another princess I will talk about soon. This one to me is a very happy, playful, down to earth, and also like in your life, you know who you are also, and you know what you want to achieve, you have your goals. I don't know, to me this scent is really what Belle would wear. And yeah, totally that vibe, enjoying life, playful, but also you know who you are and you have your goals, you want to achieve them, and it's all that in this scent, I would say. So the next princess, guys, was also quite, I don't want to say easy, but I really knew what I wanted, you know, to have in a scent to embody her and her aura and her, you know, just her presence, and that is Aurora. And the scent I chose, guys, is Acqua di Parma Rosa Nobile. So for her, I totally wanted something pink. I was really looking for something pink. I think she's very girly, very natural as well, and that inner beauty that really have very just beautiful aura around her. And here I definitely see the color pink. Like it's for me Aurora is more girly like than Belle, and that's why I wanted to have something with rose in it. Even though Aurora didn't even know she was a princess and she was living in the woods and everything, I think this one totally fits her. And this is just a beautiful, very delicate, clean smelling rose scent. Very delicate, guys. This one is so beautiful. I really love this scent because it makes me feel very clean, and it's a very modern rose, I would say. Clean smelling, very fresh as well, like refreshing, and just very beautiful, very angelic, very girly like, very pinky and kind of magic. And I don't know, I really like this one, and I totally see her wearing this because this is also very innocent. This is not too dark, too strong, too potent, or with an edge or anything. It's just a very clean smelling, delicious and modern smelling rose. Like, this is not your typical rose, I have to say that. Like rose water or something, no, this is different. To me, much more beautiful than the typical just pure rose scent. And I think it's the clean vibe, some clean notes that are making this like very, very, very wearable also, actually for day to day. But to me, it was like perfect for Aurora. And I also think like the brand itself, you know, Rosa, Nobile, I don't know, I really think this is a very good pick for her. And also, guys, please let me know what you would choose. I'm very interested in that. Yeah. But this one to me screams Aurora. So the next princess was, I don't want to say a challenge, but I wanted to include different aspects. I'm talking about Ariel. Of course, I wanted to include her. And I wanted to choose something like, of course, that is, you know, matching that ocean vibe, that mermaid vibe. I really wanted to pick that. Also her vibe as a princess, and you know, she's a very natural as well. She's super curious. She wants to know the world. She loves the world, and especially the world of the humans. And well, the fragrance I chose is L'Imperatrice number 3 by Dolce & Gabbana, guys. This one to me is really Ariel. It was quite like, it's hard, guys, to pick a scent for someone like a princess, like a cartoon, you know, princess that you don't really never like think of wearing a perfume. Like, to me it was quite hard. But this to me is really, it could really be Ariel, because this is a very light smelling, and I don't want to say aquatic. You don't have aquatic notes, but it's very aquatic in the consistency. Just very light water. I don't really get watermelon like per se, but this to me is just a very refreshing watery water. Like, it's really just water, like scented water, refreshing, perfect for summer. And I think she could totally wear this one, because she could also kind of wear it in the water, guys. I don't know, like, what is that reality even? But let's suppose you can wear a perfume in the water. This one would fit perfectly, like, you know, consistency wise, and also like above, because it's like like an aquatic aura around you, like that smells also quite flirty, quite fun and light. You know, you have those innocent eyes, you want to see the world, you're very excited, you're so happy about everything. So all that kind of world, I think this one totally has that, you know, vibe. So yeah, guys, the fragrance I think Ariel would wear. The next princess and my inspiration for this outfit was Jasmine. Okay, when I was little, I really loved Jasmine, and I think my first birthday was even like with that topic, like you know, Aladdin, like Aladdin and Jasmine. I had like a little dress in the same color, and I was like feeling Jasmine, you know. So the scent I chose for her is a very royal scent, and I didn't know if I choose something with oud, you know, something very oriental that has that very oriental vibe, you know, and all that royal spices. But I chose another one, yeah. I chose Eau du Soir by Sisley, guys. This one is a very rich vibe, royalty smelling scent. Like very elegant, like extremely elegant. This one to me definitely has a vintagey vibe going on. It's just so elegant, and I think it totally fits her style. This one I think goes perfectly in that desert world where she is, where the movie is playing. I imagine this one blending perfectly with that, you know, you go through the market, through the souk, and there's like that sandy air, and I think this one just blends in perfectly with that. I really would like to wear this one like in a setting like that. I don't know, I totally think that this one fits Jasmine perfectly, even though it's not your typical very oriental or Middle Eastern smelling perfume. This one is not a Middle Eastern perfume at all, but I think it totally fits that world, that royal energy she has. This one, very good smelling, I really like it. Jasmine scent. The next princess, guys, Snow White. So it was quite difficult to find a scent that embodies her and her aura and her, you know, just being. And I also wanted to have something very natural about the scent because, you know, she lives in the woods and she's that very happy. Again, like all princesses have that very angelic and just happy vibe around them. I absolutely love that. And I wanted to have something natural about the scent as well, and something woody. I wanted to have something that says it fits with living in the woods or being in the woods, you know. And I chose Florabotanica by Balenciaga, guys. This one is a very refreshing and beautiful, light smelling green scent, like crushed ice with some rose in the back, like just in the back, some citruses going on. This is also quite minty, like you have a lot of different plants around you. So I totally see this one for a very beautiful day in the forest. And you have definitely that happy vibe going on as well, that very natural and grounding aspect to it as well, very transparent and just very, I don't know, ground to earth, something like that. So what do you think, guys? Do you think this one fits Snow White? Let me know about that, guys. Have you seen the new movie? I really liked it. Moving on to Mulan, one of my favorite Disney movies ever. Mulan. So it was quite difficult here as well, guys. It is quite a challenge, but I loved the topic, and it was very fun picking the scents for each princess. And for Mulan, I wanted also something that is quite natural, that is quite transparent, that is not as perfumey, because she's not that super, you know, girly girl. No, Mulan is just being her, being in her rawest self, you know. And I wanted something that kind of embodies that as well. And also there's a special energy around her because she is like, she totally believes in herself and she has that goal of saving her father, her family. And she just wants to fight for her country, you know. So I don't know, that's a very, yeah, that's quite a goal, I would say. And I chose Dear Polly by Vilhelm Perfumerie, guys, because this one to me has a very delicate, like, tea scent, tea note in there, but it's also, I don't know, it's also very natural smelling. So green, natural smelling, nothing too girly, nothing too flirty. This is nothing fun or playful. Mulan to me is more serious, you know, she really wants to make a difference in the world just by being her. And I don't know, I think this one is a very suitable scent for that, because this is nothing that says or screams I'm trying too hard to do that. No, this is just being her and enhancing your own energy without trying to be too loud so people see you, you know. It's kind of going through the world without having the, you know, the urge to say I'm here, look at me, you know. So I think this one totally fits Mulan and her natural and very beautiful being, you know, that vibe, that energy. I think this one is a good option, and I really like the tea aspect I get from it, like a refreshing and grounding and natural smelling green aspect to it, like green tea or tea aspect to it. So yeah, Mulan scent, Dear Polly. I can't do a Disney princess video without Pocahontas, guys, and it was also quite hard to find a scent for her. Again, I wanted something very natural smelling, nothing perfumey, something very, very strong as well, like a strong presence, and just, you know, very connected to nature and to her energy and to, you know, the universe's energy. And I chose Tiare by Ormonde Jayne. I really like this one, guys. It's hard to describe. There's also like a retro vibe going on in here. To me, it's a very earthy and aromatic floral scent, kind of powdery, but it's not your typical powdery. Like it's a, like almost spicy. I could say like a spicy powder, like very aromatic, very cozy as well. Very, I see that the color like brown, maybe also kind of woody. Like this one is to me when you hug like a tree, I don't know, like that energy. It doesn't smell like woods in that sense, that grounding feeling, very natural, some woods, some spices, like there's a lot of white florals, even though I don't really pick them up separately like at all actually. And there's also some mandarin and some citrus in the top. It's so well blended that I don't pick all those notes separately, guys. So it's really like a vibe when you smell this one. And to me, it fits perfectly to Pocahontas. Like, to me, she's just energy, kind of, you know? So this is kind of something like that as well. Have you tried the scent, guys? I totally recommend this one, especially if you want to feel a very, very cozy, grounded, and it's also not super perfumey, I would say. But again, you could have that kind of vintagey vibe going on. Listening to The Colors of the Wind, one of my favorite Disney songs, and this one is a vibe, guys. Oh my god, Pocahontas, this is yours. Okay guys, we're coming to an end. There's one princess left. There is one princess left. You all know who she is. And it was so hard to pick a scent for Cinderella. And I chose a layering combo, as I already told you. And you will definitely have to tell me if you agree with this, how you picture her and how you picture her scent to be, okay? So the layering combo is Bianco Latte. But wait, I don't want something very sweet and vanilla and cloudy for her. No. That's why I would never choose this scent alone. Never. To me, Cinderella is nothing fluffy or vanilla or something. No. Not alone. When she's wearing that dress, guys, she is just shining like a diamond and she's like in heaven on the clouds. So there had to be that aspect somewhere there. Base. And then, to me, what is making this layering combo so magical, it's quite contrasting, one would say. Peony and Blush Suede by Jo Malone. Absolutely love this scent, guys. And on its own, it would never be enough. Like, it would not be enough for Cinderella. This layering combo, guys, is so magical. I'm not the biggest fan of Bianco Latte on its own. This one I totally love wearing on its own, but together, guys. Together. Because you don't imagine the scent explosion that kind of is created, you know? Very fluffy, very vanilla, very musky and airy. Musky and airy. And then you mix in the most delicious and fresh smelling floral, flirty scent that has also a touch of leather, which is giving like some edges to it, but not in a bad way. Like, the leather that is in here is making this just so unique, and I love the scent. I have received many compliments on it. And if you mix those, like, to me this one is crystal clear, transparent. This one is to me fluffy, white, airy and cloudy, and you mix those, this to me is Cinderella when I see her in her dress, like in the final dress. And I don't know, I think this one, like, I had to choose a layering combo for her, guys. I didn't know which perfume on its own would fit all that magic and all that vibe, you know, because there is really magic going on in the movie as well. So you had to have that magical aspect definitely somewhere there. And I wanted something that is as explosive in the reaction as that scene, you know. So yeah, guys, definitely this is what Cinderella is wearing to me on that night. Maybe not in her everyday, but I really wanted to have something for that very, you know, special moment when she is just full of magic, guys. So this one to me is that moment. Let me know what you think, guys. If you have those scents, please just try layering them and tell me what you think about it. I hope you like this content, guys. I hope you liked the video. Let me know your thoughts on the topic, on the fragrances I chose for every princess. Do you agree? What would you choose? Let me just know about that, guys. So as I said, it was so fun doing this, and I really hope you had fun watching this as well, because I just want to, you know, share all this passion with you, and I'm super happy if I can transmit to you all this, you know, joy I feel. So thank you so much for watching. Never forget that I really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up, if you subscribe to my channel so I can reach all of you guys. And also, of course, I love reading your comments. I always get so happy when I see a new comment and that you communicate with me and you ask me things. I just love that. So thank you so much, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.